The ACC, trouble in paradise. The alleged Magnificent Seven, possibly on the move. Florida State, Miami, Clemson, North Carolina, both Virginia schools, North Carolina State, trying to get out of these granted rights deal that held them hostage as payback for when the Maryland Terps left to go to the Big Ten. Now, Florida State, Clemson, Miami, North Carolina makes sense to me. NC State, maybe they're North Carolina's lapdog and they're just following along. But these Virginia schools, where are they going to go? It can't be anywhere worthwhile. But Florida State, you had a chance to join the SEC in the late 80s, 70s, early 90s, and you chose the ACC. So right now, you're just lying in the bed that you made. With that being said, who thought that the Big 12 would be the conference that's sitting pretty right now? We know that the SEC is here, the Big 10 is right below them, and the Big 12 has filled that third space that was supposed to belong to the ACC. They just added their schools, and they got four more potentially coming, the Four Corners, the Arizona schools, Utah, Colorado with Coach Prime. What is the ACC doing? What are they going to do? Add Memphis to make everybody happy? That's not going to work. You look at the Pac-12, USC, UCLA out of there next year. Washington and Oregon flirting around with the Big Ten just a little bit, because why not? You could go 11-1 in the Pac-12 and make 20 million, or you could go 9-3 or 10-2 in the Big Ten and make double the money and still make the playoffs. So I mean, what's there to think about if that comes to fruition? Now, with that being said, the grant of rights. The ACC schools were dumb for signing that deal in the first place because they gave up their rights for 20 years. 2036 is the year that these schools can be free without penalty unless their lawyers and the sleuths come through with information that we're not tracking at this point. I was looking at this as a Florida State fan, upwards of $350 million to get out of the ACC. And guess what? If you go to another conference, you don't even have your rights to your home games, TV rights, until that contract is over in 2036. So with that being said, what's the options here? You know, you would think that some form of Clemson, Miami, and Florida State, some two of that trio would possibly go to the SEC. You know, the Big Ten could be interested in Virginia with Virginia's prissy academic snob attitude. So that could fit. You know, so I don't know what happens here. You know, I think in the next 5 to 7 years, we're going to find the answer out to this question. But in the meantime, college football as we know it is probably ending. Rivalries are dying. They already have Kansas and Missouri in football, for example. I know I'm the only person in the world that cares about that, but I care. I just want my football back. Peace.